Hi everyone, Becky from Bella Beauty Laser Lux. Just wanted to talk to you about starting a laser hair removal journey with me. You would absolutely laugh your socks off if you could see the state of this setup. Whenever I watch videos of professional therapists, hairdressers, anyone actually that does videos for their work, I always imagine they've got this really professional, slick ring light tripod setup, and it's all really like professional. I actually invested in a little tripod. I'll show you one like this. It's one of those that you can actually use as I'm on holiday and I'm gonna like have a photo with my friends. So I set it up. The only way that you can set this up is to actually turn your phone round landscape. But what happens then is it puts the camera a bit skew with. I find myself looking into the corner of the camera and it doesn't look like I'm talking to you. So I thought I can't have this. So I've actually got my phone taped to, I wish I could show you, got my phone taped to my my lash light. And that's the only way that I can keep it portrait and look at you like I'm actually looking at you. Anyway, I digress. I wanted to talk to you about laser hair removal journey, and that's because it's a commitment, guys. It's not only a financial commitment, it's a time commitment, and it is something that I'm going to be really enforcing in my future consultations, because obviously I want the absolute best for you. Nothing makes me happier than when someone says, oh, you know, I've got hardly any hairs left, and you know, there's so many sessions in, and they've still got a little way to go, and they've having a really great result. It makes me so happy. It makes me happy personally, and it obviously would go against all of my ethics to just sell you a course of treatment and not fully explain to you like what's involved and actually what I expect. So when you come to me for a consultation, it's a £20 fee, and then that is redeemable from a course that you might go on to book. So the £20 just covers my time. In the very beginning, I did it as a free appointment, but in most cases people attended and it's all great. But in some occasions, people, because there's no value to that appointment, people weren't showing up, and at the end of the day, then I was left with some gaps that I can't fill at short notice. And I always allow a 30-minute appointment for a consultation and patch test. So as you can imagine, time's money, and that was getting my goat a little bit, to be honest. So £20 fee is redeemable against your course of laser that you would go on to book potentially. If for any reason you're medically contraindicated to have laser, I'm more than happy to transfer that £20 onto another treatment, so you can use that against a facial or any other treatment that I offer. So just wanted to clear that up. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is obviously your time commitment. So you're going to be paying for your course of treatment. Take, for instance, a large area such as full leg or full Hollywood is £774 for the course. And if you were to have other areas, there are more discounts. So for instance, if you book 2 areas, you get a 10% discount. 3 areas is a 15% discount. 4 areas is a 20% discount. So obviously most people have more than one area at a time and enjoy a discount. But if for any reason you just want one area done, that's fine. So you pay your £774, and for a large area, your course schedule is going to be between 4 and 6 weeks that you'll be expected to come along for an appointment. And the reason why you've got that period of time flexibility is because in the beginning we keep up the momentum to generally 4 weeks. The first appointment that you have with me, you will see the most amount of hair gone after that first session, and that's because we're treating the most amount of hair. So it's the first time we've lasered you, so the most amount of hair is present beneath the surface of the skin. You'll be asked to shave the night before, so you'll, you know, even fairly light hair or, you know, the lighter brown hair, you normally see the follicle a little bit, and that's what we're attacking with the laser. So the first session is when you'll see about a 33% reduction in hair, and as you go through your course, those reductions become less and less each time, and that's because there are less and less hairs coming back through. So there are less and less hairs to treat, if that makes sense. It becomes patchier, finer, softer. So you'll probably find that the few hairs that are starting to come back through that we haven't yet attacked with a laser are patchier and softer and more spread out than if you were to be shaving, for instance. So that's what we'll be doing. I'll also be doing a regular check-in with you to find out, how that hair regrowth is happening, and how much difference you've noticed since the time before. And I'll also be adjusting the machine. Now, I've had feedback from some people that have gone to other places, and they have, the common thing I hear is, oh, I never see the same therapist twice, and I feel that I'm not getting a good result. I have heard recently of somebody that attended a clinic 20 sessions and she still has hair. Now, I do courses of 6, and if you pay in full, you get 2 extra ones free, so that's 8 sessions. Now, I always say to people when I sell them a course, if we get to 6 and you're happy with the results, you don't need any more treatments, then what I would do is keep the 2 extra ones on account for you. So if in the future, when you need a top up in the future, you'll have 2 sessions already on file for you to enjoy your top up, and that won't cost you anything because it's paid for. So obviously, if you get to 8 sessions and you still have a few more hairs, which I would say, in my experience so far, I would say that probably the likelihood of that would probably be the bikini intimate area. The reason for this is because the Smart Diode machine that I have is advertised as pain-free, and in most areas, yes, it is pain-free. It has a built-in cooler, which means that the handset that is touched onto your skin, in which the laser is encompassed, will be cold on your skin, and it helps to make it much more comfortable. So you should feel almost no feeling at all on the areas of your body, such as underarms, legs, and the bikini. But the intimate bikini area, I won't lie to you, there is a little bit of sensation there. Some people find that a little bit uncomfortable. So for that reason, I would say that you will probably need more sessions than anywhere else, just because we need to go slow and steady, keeping an eye on the regrowth. Our bodies are all built differently. We have hair in more intricate places than some other people. No one's the same. So it's a very difficult one to gauge, but that's probably the only area that I would say you would need maybe more sessions than your course. In which case sessions are able to be sold individually, so on a month-by-month basis. That being said, so your course sessions would be ideally booked between 4 and 6 weeks. The reason for that is we need to keep up the momentum. Now, as you're going through your course, you'll find your hair will grow back slower, patchier, finer, there'll be less of it. You'll probably find that you'll be shaving much less in between sessions. I sometimes get people that will tell me they've actually only had to shave the night before treatment. So generally, if you're not shaving, you don't need to laser. So that's the kind of easy way to explain it to you. So if you go further than 6 weeks, it's not ideal, because obviously we need to get those hairs in their hair growth cycle. At any one time, you've always got hairs resting, you've got hairs just below the surface that are not quite through yet, and then you'll have the hairs that are visible of the surface of the skin, and they'll be shaved off. Now, I'm talking in layman's terms. I'm not going to complicate you with science, but that's the way the hair growth works. You'll have the resting stage, you'll have the stage where the hair is just below the surface, and the hair that is above the surface, and you need to shave that off. So it takes a few weeks for those resting hairs to come up through above the surface, and for that reason, obviously, this is why we need a course of laser, and you wouldn't be able to just kill them all in one session, because the hairs take time to come up through in that the 3 types of hair cycle. So just to make it clear, that's why we do it. Now, I've currently got a lot of people on courses of laser. I've also got a lot of other clients that are having other treatments. And so with the best will in the world, it is busy. Factor in, I'm doing quite a lot of training at the moment, self-development, business development, and obviously people have holidays. So I always try and make sure that when you're in for your session that we have at least the next one, if not the next two, booked in, because I'm really keen to get the best result for you and to get that in the diary so that we don't miss sessions. But what is really frustrating for me is when people just don't show up, or they don't give me any notice, or they don't show up and then I can't get you in, and it's really, really hard because I want the best result for you and I need that commitment from you as a customer. When you consider it, because you're spending a lot of money and you want a good result. You don't want to carry on having to shave, having to book in for your monthly sessions for waxing. You don't want to have to think, oh, I can't go swimming with my son tomorrow because I haven't waxed recently, my appointment's not until next week. You don't want to have to not go to that family barbecue at the drop of a hat because you've suddenly not had time to shave your legs and it's a hot day and you want to wear shorts. There's so many pain factors to having body hair that as women really knock our confidence, and this is why I love doing laser hair removal, because it takes that all away from you. You imagine, okay, you've got a few months of having to come and see me every 4 to 6 weeks. I mean, what a nightmare, because what could be worse than coming to see me, so you're coming to see me for your laser hair removal and then it's done then, until you have to have a top up, which could be 18 months, 2 years, beyond that, depending on lots of factors, whether you start to have a family, you might have a rush of hormones then. So factor in your laser hair removal, considering on whether you're going to start a family soon and whether you want more than one child. It's another thing to think about when you're having a course of laser, because when we fall pregnant, our hormones are raging, and you might find that you won't have quite as long from your results of your laser hair removal than you would have if you had finished all your pregnancies. I'm probably not explaining that very well, but what I mean to say is, if you're thinking about having more than one pregnancy quite close together, I would wait to have your laser hair removal journey start after that's done, and after your pregnancies and after your breastfeeding, when it's safe for you to have laser and when all your hormones are settled and you're likely to get a really good longer lasting result from your investment. So yeah, that's just me giving you a little bit of education as to why I just really need you to not only commit financially to the course, but obviously commit your time to me as well. So guys, are you committed? That's my question. I'll leave that there. If you'd like to book a consultation with me, you can do so at bellabeauty.co.uk or via my Instagram or Facebook, Bella Beauty Laser Lux. And I would love to see you again soon if you're already with me, and if you're a new customer, I'd love to see you for a consultation. And I hope that's helped, and bye for now.